Literally towed it over. May or may not be damaged. Free childhood. Free childhood and Anya's. What's wrong with that? Free childhood plus friends? I don't know what we're talking
If
about.
we want to make it to the bridge, we will have to take a detour to the upper area.
And we'll have to contend with the society's archaisms all the while.
Yeah, but I think we got this. We just have to cut a path open.
Engage!
We can win right now!
They make all the ranged characters so terrible to use.
Going all in! Keep going, no problem. It's over. Give it up. You're so right. Move in, Miss Mitsurugi.
Now! All in a day's work.
A lot of
Leave some for the
experience.
rest of us, Shizuna. Too slow. It's over. There. Take that.
We can win!
They're down. If you would,
Leave it to me! By the
give it up.
heavens!
It's over.
Pierce!
That was it?
Great job, Mr. Hayden. That looks like a nice chest.
Watch it. There are enemies. Danger level high. Stay alert. Should be just above here. Let's go. There.
Yes, but stay vigilant. We can't allow ourselves to be blindsided by an ambush.
This will make for a good warm-up.
It's over. They're down. Take this. Keep up the pressure. Got it. It's over. Give it up. You're so right. Chance.
Keep it up, it's working. Make it count, Dan.
Over here. All for you. Counting on you, Shizuna. Show me what you've got, Silver.
A chance! I like where this is
The
headed.
baton's yours, young lady.
By the heavens, Pierce! If you could,
Got it.
by the
Give it up.
heavens,
It's over.
Pierce!
Chance.
Make it count, Dan.
Take that. Let's wail on it.
No problem.
It's up to you,
I
Renee.
hit both of them?
Too slow.
There we go. No, you don't.
Got your number.
Now we're talking.
Have some more. We're done.
All in a day's.
Hey, leave some for the rest of us, Shizuna.
Oh, goodies for the
Take this.
taking.
Watch it. There are enemies.
What the hell are they doing here?
I see what's going on.
Bet we can rest there.
Ah,
You like
back
to
in
explain
tip-top
to the
shape.
class?
Look, it's Second Lieutenant Kayla. Next to her is...
I didn't even want to consider the possibility. What are you doing here, Alvis? I never thought you or a CID operative would do such a thing.
What do you mean, Elaine? Didn't you get the memo? The Bracer Guild is assisting in the arrest of President Gramhart. Don't you remember? It was Jin's call, and the heads at HQ in Le Mans approved it.
The guild is trying to arrest the president?
Looks that way. The guild isn't supposed to intervene in politics, but he must have forgotten that detail, thanks to the corrosion.
Enlighten me, Alvis. How exactly did all this come about?
You seriously forgot? Well, fine. I'm not in on all the details, but I'll tell you what I know. Everyone needs to hear the truth of the election 3 years back. What that rotten bastard did. It all came out during our own investigations into the affair, as well as an internal indictment by the CID. Turns out, Gramhart and his people rigged the election, with the help of Almada and an anti-immigration group. A lot of people died as a result of that man's vile scheming. And he had the gall to use them as propaganda in his campaign.
I see. So that's what you believe happened.
It was 3 years ago now that the president beat his opponent in the elections, right?
Yeah. Rumor has it that there was some political maneuvering, but I don't think he broke any laws.
I don't see your hands in your pockets, Shizuna.
It's hard to believe he bought into such an obvious lie. Perhaps his burning sense of justice has blinded him.
You seem rather calm in comparison to your impetuous companion, Second Lieutenant. Tell me, if you would be so kind, why are you aiding in this plot?
Alvis's assertions notwithstanding, I have nothing in particular to say. My motivation for eliminating the president is wholly personal, with absolutely no relation to the guilds. I only just now heard about the incident from 3 years ago. But I wanted to do this long before that.
I see your resolve is firm. I suppose it may be difficult to sway you with reason alone, then. That means, however, that I have no choice but to resort to brute force.
I'm sorry, Alvis. Please don't hold this against me.
Don't worry, Elaine, I would never. I just need to open your eyes. And then you'll understand.
There are a number of things that don't add up. But I will believe in the promise I made to my brother. To Cody!
They might not be in their right minds, but their determination's the real deal. I know for a fact that we'll get them back to their normal selves. But first, we gotta knock, then talk some sense into them!
I will not stand down.
Get in my way and you'll die.
Here goes!
He has a gun as well.
In the name of the supporting gauntlet.
Over here! All for you!
Oh, I forgot to do the thing.
Now we're talking.
For the Republic! Show me what you've got!
This-
A chance!
Oh, I forgot our party composition is quite a ghetto.
It's working.
That buff removal? Interesting.
I like where this is headed.
In the name of the supporting gauntlet.
Now! No, you don't! Yeah, right.
I didn't get that counter? Put him in the middle so that he could counter everybody.
I won't lose!
not work out.
End of the line.
Brace
Seems
yourself.
like you're casting
Something's
some
coming our way.
sort of offensive magical ability.
Something's coming. Get ready. The baton's yours, young lady.
Light. Drive them out.
Oh, even more annoying than I
Here
thought.
goes.
I can't lose.
Make it count, Dan.
Dice you up.
What?
Show me what you got, Silverblade. Have some more.
My turn now.
Have some more. A chance. Too slow.
Now.
Chance.
This can't be. A natural result.
What happened? Elaine, why am I? Look, you both have finally woken up. Wow, that's very nice. Morning. The corrosion's out of your system now, I think. And it ain't corrupting the cruiser anymore either. Man, is everyone okay? Well, would you look at that? They pulled it off. Demi-Grundles all vanished in an instant. That's when we were assured of your success. Excellent work as always. Didn't they say that, like, the corrosion was pretty strongly set in this area, which was causing the Demi-Grundles to appear? The only thing that we needed to do to release the corrosion here was just to beat them up. Hey, I can't take all the credit. We only made it in time because you kept those things off our backs. But by the way, the professor called and said they've made headway in restoring the traffic and backup systems. We don't care about the traffic and the backup systems. Can't you see we're busy? At this rate, we might be able to take control of the net. Oh, that'd be wonderful. Okay, so what's next? Have you calmed down, Albus? Yes, I think I'm all... Wait, we don't have time for this. We have a situation, those people.
Hey, Bermarti. What's up? Something wrong?
You don't know the half of it. I need you to stay calm and listen to me. The military's 11th Division is revolting all over the capital.
So that's what they're up to. I knew something was wrong when we didn't find them here. They must have made use of the base's hidden tunnels. Still, this is all happening too quickly.
Does this mean they're staging a coup?
Oh, so that was the big plan we kept hearing about.
It's already begun then. If only I could convince Cody to seize this madness.
Oh, that's right. You mentioned Warrant Officer Cody earlier, didn't you? Have you an idea to his part in all this?
Yes. There's a good chance that Cody is at the center of these strange events.
Wait, that Cody?
You mean former President Rocksmith's bodyguard, yeah? And your younger brother at that. So he's in the capital somewhere, huh?
This plan began taking shape when the doubts from those close to the president had grown warped. Cody was the first to act. He never liked President Gramhart all that much, and others quickly followed suit.
It sounds like he may be the source of the corrosion this time around.
Too bad the revolt's already underway. Otherwise, we could have wrapped this up just by taking him down.
Well, anyhow, we need a better grasp of the situation. You find anything out, Renee?
We could just go die and go back in time and use that information to to, you know, find him and stop him. You know, it'll work just fine, right?
I'm checking now. It looks like the only group involved in the revolts is the 11th Division. As I recall, the division commander was away for a regional exercise. That may just give us an opening we can exploit.
Shouldn't we not be trusting the information that Kincaid is receiving? Since a little bit earlier, we were given false information from his information network.
I sincerely doubt that. The two people leading this coup d'etat wouldn't have overlooked that.
Huh? The two people?
Do you know who the leaders are?
We do. And they're the last people the CID would want to have as its enemy. They can think multiple steps ahead of everyone. And they brought order to a revolt that was falling apart at the seams.
No, don't tell me.
Much as I'd rather believe otherwise, there are only so many candidates.
When they said that Cody was involved, my immediate second choice, or like, it immediately said to me, okay, Rocksmith is also involved. But I have a hard time believing that Rocksmith is strong enough to do things like this. But then again, he could probably shore up support for a coup, and he would be a great person to rally behind. So he's probably in the driver's seat.
Oh, great. Someone please tell me it isn't who I'm thinking.
It probably is. The people leading this coup d'etat are Jin and Chief Kilika.
Oh, those are terrible choices for a coup. Someone did mention Zin a little bit earlier, too. Glad things are finally returning to normal. I wonder what's going on with all those accidents and traffic jams. Got me, all the news outlets are saying they don't know the cause. Oh, looks like things have calmed down in the Satan district. I think I'll call and check up on my friends over there. Huh? What the? Wondering why we were having a conversation with some random characters.
We are the Republican Army's 11th Division, and today, we are here to uphold our oath to protect our country from our enemies.
Hey, Smiggy. 2 visits in 2 recent days.
To that end, we will overthrow the villainous dictator Gramhart and restore rightful democracy to Calvert.
Means we're in for a wonderful day today. We got a visit from Smiggy. I had a dream last night. Well, actually this morning, because
The president does not stand down. I'm afraid we'll have no choice but to fight, and the city will become a war zone.
I had a dream this morning because I woke up at 2 o'clock in the morning for some reason. And then I went back to sleep. That my work computer got hacked and I had to call off from work. And like the whole time I was thinking how impossible it would be, because if like for someone to hack my work computer, like you'd have to physically interface with it, because like I don't click on links that aren't like I don't click on links that I don't recognize, and even then I have a pretty high degree of scrutiny towards them, and like I'm not downloading anything. I like The only time I visit things that are not work related are when someone sends me like a YouTube link or something like that. But if they sent me something suspicious, I'd never click on it. So the fact that it got hacked was just super strange, and I had to message my boss and be like, yeah, my computer was hacked and I can't work today. Anyways, this is a long-winded way of saying that now that Smiggy's here, that eventuality will never come to pass. And life has been treating me well. My weekend was so productive. I added a totally new section to the encounter report that I'm working on, and I like it so much that I might add it to all future ones as well. And so that's great. I only have 2 more sections to write, and then the outro, and then I'm done with the initial portion of this encounter report. It's gonna be great. I have to record. I'm gonna try to release an encounter report on the 1st, but I have to record it and stuff like that, and you know, I have to get in the mood to do that. Anyways.
Until this conflict is at its end, we ask all citizens to remain indoors. From there, you will witness justice prevail over evil.
So that bastard Gramhart flew the coop the first chance he got. I always knew he was a filthy coward. However, there's nowhere left to run. I'll drag him out of whatever hole he's hiding in.
Got some odd dreams of recent. Seems pretty easy to get some strange dreams lately. Something must be in the air. Or it just could be the heat. What are you doing, Tower?
Okay, there's 2 squads out there. No signs of reinforcements.
We'll have our chance to strike back once their attack lets up. Until then, just keep them trained on you. Roger!
7 stones from the Sea of Stars. Become my strength! Illume the darkness. 7 swords!
Most impressive. It's not every day I get to bear witness to the princely family's secret jewel arts.
That's about all I have to show off, I'm afraid. I'm a bit of a one-trick pony, unlike those two. I knew Miss Herschel was special, but I never would have guessed the Senator had combat experience.
Yes, Brian was a military man when he was younger. In that sense, we are very much cut from the same cloth. Oh no.
Is that a rocket launcher? Look out, Your Highness! Mr. President!
Get down!
Think again.
Whoa! Fall back!
Nicely done, Mr. President.
Well, he wasn't a lieutenant colonel in the Air Force for nothing. It's no wonder you were decorated with the Chevalier Medal.
Oh, but that was so long ago now. In any event, you all have my apologies. You should not have gotten wrapped up in this. The only one they're after is me. I suggest you evacuate.
Out of the question. We aren't about to hang an allied nation out to dry.
We may not be in the same party. That doesn't mean I'm going to leave you to fend for yourself.
I'm not the strongest fighter out there, but I do have a fair share of experience in combat.
Your you're exaggerating quite a bit, Tawa. You're not only are you not the strongest fighter, you might as well just not be a fighter at all. That's how terrible you are in fighting.
Plus, I was the organizer for the debate. It's my job to see to your safety.
I'm good at arguing with people. So that'll help you get out of this situation where people are trying to kill you with rocket launchers and bullets. Yeah.
You all are exceptionally stubborn, aren't you? Very well. You have my thanks. Your name is Marielle, is it not? What will you do?
You know what would be really, really cool right now? And I would give this game like 4 cool points. Is if we played as Roy and in our party was Tawa, Prince Sharid, and I guess Senator Ryan, or maybe like random bodyguard Secret Service guy. That would be so cool. They will probably, like, if they ever did that, they would probably squander it a little bit, but it would be so cool. 4 cool points on the line. Come on.
I want to accompany you too. I have a duty to deliver this story to our readers. I promise I won't get in your way. Marielle.
Well, you know the risks. Just be sure to stay back. They say you have the devil's own luck. Perhaps some of it will rub off on me.
I'm sure it will. Wait, who told you that?
I was gonna say, ain't nobody heard of Marielle before, so how do you know anything of what they be calling her?
Even I've heard about Marielle's famous strokes of fortune.
He sure knows how to keep his ear to the ground.
Everyone, the Edith Police Department's got a barricade up. If you want a place to hole up, it's about as good as you're gonna get. Come with me.
Gladly. Thank you.
Let's go, Mr. President.
What?
I finally found you, Gramhart. You will pay for what you did to President Rocksmith. Open fire! Hit them with everything you've got!
Damn you!
I know that person. He was in the Empire a few years back.
We'll just have to hold out until they arrive.
Was Cody in the Empire? Oh. Cody was in the Empire. I remember now.
Huh?
Back to the original plan. We'll leave the car here and head straight to the Vontai district. They don't have any snipers, so focus on the opponents in front of you. And prioritize the safety of our guests.
Yes, sir, Mr. President.
A parting gift.
How dare you? You damn fraud! Don't let him escape!
Guess we're not gonna get the Roy playthrough.
Phase 3 has commenced. We are in the process of bringing the district under our control.
Good. As long as nothing unexpected happens, we should be able to wrap this up with minimal collateral damage.
Splendid work, you two. The immovable and the flying swallow don't disappoint. I'm happy I went to the trouble of bringing you under my thumb, even if doing so did take a great deal of effort.
Yeah, we really made you work for it.
If the corrosion hadn't spread itself so thin, you might have been able to rewrite our memories. In the end, you had to rely on a little parlor trick to turn us into your pawns.
And now you're at the end of your rope. You've got no more room for failure. I guess desperate times call for desperate measures. Just know that you're one bad move away from losing the game.
Your concern is most appreciated, but ultimately unnecessary. You're nothing more than empty husks who live to do as I command. And I command you to button those lips and focus on the part I've given you.
So I've basically become like those copies in Phantasma. Rough deal. The 8th something or other created this shard body, and it's got all the thoughts and abilities of the original.
I think that's at most like the 5th or 6th time that Phantasma has ever been referenced. Wait. Phantasma's the Trails in the Sky the 3rd, right? There's another extra planar space that starts with a P, I think. Indeed? Okay, yeah. So it's like the 5th or 6th time that they have mentioned Phantasma outside of Trails in the Sky the 3rd. I still maintain that Trails in the Sky the 3rd was a filler episode. Nothing in Trails in the Sky the 3rd has transferred outside of Trails in the Sky the 3rd. So much so that they only mention it like 5 or 6 times, and it's in like one-liners, like they did here. They did that game dirty.
Got his memories, too. I remember when you once stood in my way as a guardian many years back.
I can't say I recall that, unfortunately. The only matter on my mind is how much I loathe this man's methods. They're both unsavory and revolting.
Bark all you like, but know that your words have no bite whatsoever. And now run along and do as you're told.
The Grendel guy, they've been purposefully hiding his face, and I feel like there's one of two things going on with him. The first is he's Dante's. The second is he's the real Ace. Because they said that like Ace died or whatever. So maybe he's like an animated corpse of the real Ace or something like that. And this guy's an imposter or something.
This glorious coup d'etat was your design. So you must see it through to the end. Put on a good show for me.
We'll take our leave then, Master of the Empty Gardens.
At long last, the overture begins to play. It won't be long now until my dream finally comes to fruition. This nation's broken history and twisted values will be rewritten by my own hand.
They're both in recreated shard bodies. But they have original ones too. What about me then? Could it be that I'm the same?
No, that can't be the case. It's a ludicrous notion. I am Altera, the only AI in the whole wide world that can manifest the Crimson Beast.
There's no doubt about it. Not anymore. She was rewritten via the corrosion. And she's being used to perform acts the original would never do. Am I really any different, though? Even if I thought I had to make that choice.
Don't be so hard on yourself.
Wait, you can speak? Actually, I've heard you talk before, haven't I?
Yes, you have. I just don't always share my thoughts. Anyway, I need you to lend me your ear, young swordsman.
The finale is at hand. I, the Master of the Gardens, will bring about a revolution the likes of which the world has never seen. I swear I'll dispel the pall of deceptions that have clouded this country. No, this world of lies. With this device, I will usher in a new age. This is my destiny. A destiny ordained by heaven itself.
Good. Dad and Miss Herschel are safe. I'm so relieved. Looks like they're headed north. Maybe they're moving towards the presidential office. With the help of that camera, we've confirmed Swin's location. As we suspected, he's with the Garden Master now. Yeah, it doesn't seem like he's got his claws in him anymore, though. Looked like he was in charge of his own thoughts. How do you get that information by just watching a camera feed? All he did was stand there and look forward, and then at one point he looked at his hand. Only we could relay that information to Nadia somehow. It was hard seeing the Grandmaster control Zin and Kilika like marionettes on a string. It made it sound like there was some kind of precedent for this. Oh, so we got audio feed as well. I think was Swin talking to himself? I don't know. Anyways, do you know what he was talking about, Ren? I do. In fact, I'm intimately familiar with what he was describing. Many years ago, Zin and I were trapped in a place called Phantasma, a phase space where we were drawn into by an artifact. It was there that we encountered copies of our friends. They retained their personalities and abilities while being bound by certain rules. Let's just go with at most 7 now. Although we're getting way more sentences now. Even our most powerful allies were recreated and had little choice but to dance to the whims of their puppeteer. Sounds rough. Probably would have had a hard time believing all that if I hadn't seen the video. I think Farida's referencing the video that we just saw of the Garden Master, not a video of Phantasma, which is what originally came into my mind. Circumstances are a little different, but the fact is the Garden Master created similar types of copies using the 8th Genesis. It's little wonder Alvis didn't recognize them for the imposters they are. This is making the Kruga and Marduk incident look like small potatoes by comparison. I want to throw it out there that we just, they're kind of sliding by that information. That Kilika and Zin are not at the helm of this. That I feel like we spent so much time trying to, air quotes, earn acquiring information that will lead us to the Garden Master, and just chucked in there, all of a sudden we have this video feed where, we get to watch and listen to important story updates that they just casually toss out there. It once again just kind of doesn't. It brings me back to what were we doing on all of those Act 3 plotline things. What was the purpose of all of that? If we are not even going to get rewarded with uncovering some information through some great sleuthing or something like that. This is making the Kruga and Marduk incident look like small potatoes by comparison. Well, at least he couldn't rewrite their memories. Yay for that, I guess. My takeaway from all this is that, elevated danger aside, this is not altogether different from our previous tussles with the corrosion. I don't believe we should alter our plans at this juncture. I concur. Like before, we simply need to use every resource at our disposal to thwart the enemy's plans.
I believe we've assumed full control of the communications and orbital networks in the capital. The troops may have deployed faster than we expected, but as far as we can tell, they are unaware of our little scheme.
Well, Gran, all I can say is I'm impressed. I didn't think you and Young would get that done so quickly.
You can thank Esmeralda for hacking into the systems and lowering their security protocols. It accelerated the disabling process by several steps.
Now we can spy on them with cameras. Wonder how long it'll take before they realize they're being watched. If it's all the same, I'd rather not find out. For now, they should still be under the misconception that we're traveling via the gunship. That being said, we should act before they realize that not only are they being duped, but that we have control of the orbital net.
That ship is transmitting false signals that correspond to each of your individual Zypha's unique signatures. Major, how long can you keep the enemy's attention fixed on you?
As long as you need. Those flyboys are complete amateurs. I can run circles around them all day long.
Did he say major? Learn something new every day.
Trust me, my well-being should be the least of your worries. You need me to play decoy, and I plan to deliver.
But can you do a barrel roll? That lady's something else. I've ridden with her a few times, so I knew she was cool, but not that cool. I didn't realize you were acquainted with Hermes. No wonder. I'm sorry, Hermes. Regardless, she has her part to play in this operation, and we have ours. Let's direct our attention to the task at hand. Smooth subject change there. I want to circle back to that at some point, but got a job to do first, and I take my work serious. That's the guy who's crazy about sweets. Unlike a certain someone who dips into taxpayer funds to buy fancy cars. But vehicular purchases are necessary, a necessary expenditure for the CID's undercover work. Besides, this isn't half as extravagant as my personal automobile. Though, that's not to say I dislike it. Are they called automobiles in this game? The bike was an orbital bike. So just, I don't know, I just figured that, you know, it would be an orbital car, not automobile, but, you know, maybe they say both. Perhaps I'll splurge on another like this one with my next bonus check. I'm gonna take your showboating butt to the cleaners if you say one more word. Whatever, let's just get this plan underway. We're gonna charge ahead and secure the president, then we'll put a stop to this coup d'etat and the corrosion with it. Right, understood. Benjamin. Jeffrey George.
I thank you for your aid in luring out the enemy forces.
They can't see you, Kuragane. You're invisible.
No prob. It's the least us informants can do in this situation. Besides, we both have a personal stake in this.
Yeah. I've done some things that I'll never be able to take back. That's why I want to make up for it. I'm gonna get some payback if it's the last thing I do!
I see. We share a motivation, then. The enemy is on the move again. You'll have to excuse me.
This is the unit from the Tyrell district. We are under attack, requesting immediate backup. I know what's going on the west side of the capital, but I didn't think they'd need that much backup. Well, it doesn't matter now. We'll just have to make do with what we have. We can request reinforcements if need be, but shouldn't count on it. Run them over. We're just run them over. Not you. What the heck are you doing here? You guys are the reserve unit. Talk about drawing the short end of the stick. I feel for you. Must be a different Scorpions of Zahat unit from the one we fought in Old Town. These guys should be on the same level in terms of skill. Well, if it isn't Arkwright Solutions, I'm afraid it's the end of the line for you. You're the people who tried to kidnap Lashkar. Oh yes, I remember you. Thanks to your meddling, that plan ended in failure, but fortune is smiling upon us today because now we can have our revenge. One question, why would you undertake such a high-risk job? Because they're Jaegers. Because there's an equally high return. If the coup is successful, we'll be getting the Republican Army's state-of-the-art weaponry as compensation. Well, at least you're honest, but sorry, that ain't happening. We're sending you home empty-handed. That's very nice. Well, as awkward as this is where we're gonna call it quits for today. Tomorrow we will resume, and I guess we'll be scrapping with whoever it is we're scrapping with. I don't think I have anything else. So, with that, I should actually add these points. Because I keep forgetting to do that. So we have a new game called RFL. Requested by Anna Dryad. Right, we have 5,000 for 13 Sentinels. For Fire Emblem, have 5,000 and 10,000. That appears to be everybody's points. So yeah, that's all I got. So see ya the next time I see you. Peace.